What's up, YouTube? This is JP Panther back in video, and today's video is actually a great box office update video. Again, Super Mario Brothers movie. Again, I will link the article in the description box down below. Super Mario Bros. Has officially crossed $1 billion. It finally got that $1 billion bounty. I was seeing this trending on Twitter and social media. I also saw what was it? I guess it opened up in Japan and Korea and stuff like that. So it's at over $1 billion. And again, it's just crazy. Even like the Deadline article, it says Super Mario Bros. Are box office gods with $1 billion. That is crazy, man. We live in a time where I'll be honest with you, right? I said the movie was going to hit $1 billion, right? I said if they appeal to the video game fans and people who, like me, who grew up with it, you guys will have $1 billion movie. And I was right. And Disney, you could tell this is freaking them out. Hollywood, Wall Street, everybody else is probably pissing their pants. Because you notice how, at least I seen in the articles, it took them like 2 to 3 o'clock into them to the articles to start popping up, hey, Mario's officially $1 billion. Because they don't want to admit that, let's just keep it honest, right? The anime and video game community, they're pretty much classified as yonkons, like from One Piece. They're pretty much, the anime community is pretty much emperors of society, and the video game community is pretty much classified as gods of society. I mean, think about it. Demon Slayer right now is trending higher than the NBA playoffs right now, and hockey, the newest episode. You know, anime and video games just getting more and more mainstream and more worldwide. So this was bound to happen, right? And then especially when you guys probably know about this. I didn't do a whole video about it. I'll probably talk about it when it officially happened. But if you guys don't know what's happening recently, there's like a Hollywood strike that's about to happen. So only thing that's really going to be able to survive that is because like TV shows and movies. It's going to be like back in 2007, 2008 until Hollywood reaches a deal with the Writers Guild and stuff like that. So the only thing after that is going to only, in terms of entertainment, is going to be anime, video games. You're going to have these dumb reality shows, and then you have sports. That's really it. Everything else is pretty much on a chopping block, or at least delayed or hold and stuff like that in terms of like production and stuff like that. So we won't know until Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. So that's a whole big thing with that. But just to go back to the thing, Mario, I'm very happy hit $1 billion. This also makes Disney look really, really bad because Mario now is the new Mickey Mouse. There's no debate anymore. Like, you can't be like, oh, anime and video games are niche. No one cares about it. Dude, it hit $1 billion. I mean, Demon Slayer became the highest grossing film of 2020. Mario might become the highest grossing film of 2023. We don't know. I mean, we don't know the other movies that will come out and beat it. You feel me? We just don't know. But Mario right now is the first video game movie to cross $1 billion, and it's the first 2023 movie to hit $1 billion. So congratulations to Illumination, Universal, Nintendo. You know, shout out to the creator of Nintendo, Mario. I mean, listen, man, we showed up, man. Like the nerds like me and other people, we showed up. We showed up to make this movie $1 billion. We contribute to see it, you know, and not only that, families and kids, they're going to go see it again. And another thing as well, because I know Nintendo, I think they have the earnings call around this upcoming month, around May. I'm really curious about, from my point of view, again, you guys might be different because I'm not like a financial channel, but like, I want to see if this movie has boosted up the video game sales of Nintendo and the Nintendo games. Because I can just tell you from personally in my area, like I went to Walmart, Target, and GameStop. A lot of the Nintendo Switches and even at like Walmart, Target, they're starting to sell out. Like, I don't know in your local area, at your Walmart, Target, or your retail stores, but I'm seeing, and even Best Buy, I've seen a lot of like Mario Karts and Pokemon and Mega Man. Those games are selling off like hotcakes. So I don't know what it is in other people's states and cities or maybe other places around the world. I'm just talking about for me personally, I'm starting to see the effects on it personally. And even with like anime, whatever, right? I went to like my local Barnes & Noble. Demon Slayer manga, like they used to be like 20, before the anime came out, right? Like at least like 4 or 5 weeks ago. There used to be like 20 volumes of Demon Slayer. When I went there was only like 2 left. So I'm guessing that the Mario movie will have the same effect with anime and manga, where people who watch the anime will go buy the manga. People who go see the movie are going to go buy the video games. And on top of that, when I went to my theater screenings, Nintendo was also promoting the Zelda video game that comes out, the Tears of Kingdom. So I'm really curious about how those sales are going to do very well because, I just want to see if Nintendo is not going to make the same mistakes DC and DC and Warner Brothers and Disney did, where people who watch the Marvel and DC movies don't go buy the comics. I want to see if people after this will go buy Mario Kart or go buy the new Zelda game and stuff like that. Because, I personally pre-ordered the game because I want to make sure I guarantee to get it. And when you pre-order it, you're pretty much guaranteed to get it because you put a deposit and stuff like that. I'm really curious about how those sales for Zelda is going to do. I don't know if that translated from the Super Mario Brothers movie. And I'm really curious if this is going to create even more video game fans because when people go see these movies, they're casual, they're spectators and stuff like that. I'm really curious if people who walked out of there being like, I got to buy a Nintendo Switch. This was kind of fire, blah, blah, blah. So we won't really know that until Nintendo's earnings calls. But I'm very, very proud of Nintendo. I'm proud of Mario. I'm proud of it hitting $1 billion. Reason why I'm also happy for this movie is because, obviously the critics and, people were trying to bash on it left and right. But to me, Mario represented what true geek culture, nerd culture is. Because the problem is, you see these geeks and gamers and all these other YouTubers, stuff like that, who bitch and complain about Marvel and DC and Star Wars and Star Trek. They got to understand, right? These are corporate nerd franchises. They're not really the essence of nerd and geek culture like that. They're run by billion-dollar Hollywood corporations, Wall Street. So, you know what I mean? Like, so we like these franchises, but you gotta understand that it's part of a Hollywood corporate structure. Anime and video games is not part of that structure. Like the way they do Marvel, Star Wars, Star Trek, they go out their way to appeal to the normie general audience that doesn't care about it, and they try to appeal to people who act like they like it and they really don't. Where anime and video games and manga, they appeal to the people who like it from Jump Street, and if you don't like it, go F off. And give them a middle finger and move on and go about your day. So Mario represented that in terms of nerd culture, and I'm very, very proud of its success. And now critics are going to have to realize, and Hollywood, they're like, now it looks like, and I'm looking at these articles, it looks like they're announcing Twisted Metal, Gran Torino, like all these video game movies and anime movies coming out, like Akira's supposed to come out with live action. What else? Alita Battle Angel 2 just got announced for a sequel. Saint Seiya live action supposed to come out in America. Like, we're starting to see a lot more anime and video game movies, or even live action or anime movies. We're starting to see more of that on the box office. Like, they just had this recent one, the dude who created Your Name, he just dropped the movie that's similar like that. So yeah, we're going to start getting more anime movies, more video game movies in the box office, a lot more. And it's going to be, and it's not going to be like, oh my god, an anime or video game movie did very, very well. So we're going to see how things change. I'm just very happy. I know this is a long video because I haven't done a video in a long, long time, or at least a while. So this was something good for you guys to kind of watch and engage with. And I'm just happy that the movie hit $1 billion. It's really, really great. I'm happy for it. And we'll see how much it goes. Like, I do think the movie, I'm just being safe. Like, at its total run, I'll say like 1 point, because everyone's saying it's going to beat Frozen 2. I'm going to say like 1.2 billion to 1.3 billion at best. Because you got to realize, Guardians Galaxy comes out next week. The summer blockbuster is season start to pop up. So Fast and Furious, things like that. So Mario's still gonna make money, but Mario got competition now because April was pretty much the month of Mario. Like nothing was defeating Mario. So Mario got competition now, and it's still gonna make money. I just think it's going to hit that 1.2 to 1.3 billion. If it hits 1.5 and beats out Frozen 2, I'll be very, very happy. But I'm just doing like a real engagement, being like 1.2 to 1.3 is where I'm estimating this movie's going to be. And also another thing as well, I think I'll link in the description box below. Nintendo confirms that there's going to be more Nintendo movies coming out. Like the creator of Mario says, there's not just going to be Mario, there's going to be other, like probably like Zelda or Super Smash Bros. Or whatever it is. But he did confirm that's going to be more Nintendo animated movies going forward. So again, that's pretty much it. Tell me what you guys think about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace. Have a great day and take care.